Streaming Assassin's Creed Brotherhood for the 5th day consecutively. Last night we finished off the main story. Today we're going to be doing the Vinci Disappearance DLC, which I consider to be a fantastic addition to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It's not necessarily the best story DLC, but I think it's a big step up from what we saw in Assassin's Creed 2, but also a big step behind what we see in AC3 and AC4. So we're going to jump right into it. I am literally on the starting point, like the things started to load up and the pause screen came up. I might be commentating a little bit more today. I did get some time today to get on the AC forums. Not too many stories and adventures from there, but we'll see what happens. Anyhow, without further ado, here we go.
It's you. I must be getting lazy in my old age. I did not know you had returned to Roma.
What's happening? Ezio seems to be remembering something. Something from 1506.
Desmond's heart rate is increasing. I'm administering a sedative.
No. The missing data may be there. The piece of Eden is useless until we have it. Let him continue.
Yes, William.
That's definitely not William's voice from ACE 3, or even from ACR.
Salahi, is that you? It's you. I must be getting lazy in my old age. I did not know you had returned to Roma.
Unfortunately, I cannot stay. I'm here to charter a ship.
Let me assist you. I know a captain. He's very discreet. Hang on, I have the name recorded somewhere.
What are you working on?
Oh, this? A hobby of mine. Of course you are familiar with Pythagoras.
Remind me.
The brilliant scholar from Grecia who discovered many secrets about the heavenly spheres and our cosmos.
These symbols come from him?
Ever since my exploration of that strange apple, they have been stamped on my mind. I found symbols like them in the writings of the Pythagorean disciples. I am afraid the captain's name escapes me.
The apple has been put to rest. Perhaps it would do you good to focus on painting. You seem to be doing decent work on this one.
Ha! You are kind. However, even I can see that she is badly drawn. And that smile, overdone, meaningless. But forget painting. I made a breakthrough in my research several days ago. A huge discovery. Salai, can you bring them? Oh, he's not back. I intended to accompany you to the docks, but we cannot leave my workshop without my assistant.
Bene, an easy task.
I am afraid you underestimate Salai.
Wait and see.
Suit yourself. You will likely find him at La Volpe Addormentata.
I think this right here is one of the most greatly appreciated moments in this DLC. You go to Leonardo's house, which, you know, is somewhere up here in the northern part of Roma. Oh gosh, we don't need to see all of Italy. Don't zoom out that far. I don't see why that's useful, especially in Brotherhood. In AC2 it kind of made sense, but not in Brotherhood. I mean, it's somewhere up here-ish? I don't know. Leonardo's house is somewhere up there. And then, you know, after the cutscene, it's that whole time it's like loading up. And here we are, clear down on the opposite of the map. I appreciated that they did that. They didn't just make us right here and then back again and then they're back in. I mean, there's a little bit of back and forth in this DLC, but it's not super bad. I want that horse. I'm gonna take that horse. Thank you. My butt has been upon it. It is now mine. That's how Ezio claims his territory. I will sit upon it. While I'm here, can I come back here and set up some thieves missions? Apparently not, just because it's in that story mission. I haven't done much of the side content in this game. I was kind of working on some of it today before I started the stream.
Di nuovo!
I told you those dice were lucky.
Fortuna wishes she were as good as me.
Gian Giacomo.
I do not answer to that name.
Salai.
Better, but not good enough. Yes! Di nuovo!
Leonardo, your master, requests your presence.
Let him wait.
No.
Nice hood. Are you one of Julius's monks?
My church is not of God.
Outside the kingdom of God is the realm of men. You worship there, Messere?
Come with me and find out.
It has been fun, but I must go.
Please, do not depart. The game is not finished.
Sorry, but a better offer has arisen. Lead on, Messere.
The 3 men from the dice game follow us. Stay quiet.
Why? Sentite! I am done playing!
So are we!
Now, one of the most come on, there we go. Useful things about these guys is they drop really crazy good loot. So always loot these guys after you're done. It's not just the money that you get, you know, it's there are shop quests in this game, which a lot of people kind of ignore. That gets you a number of, you know, good items, and if you're a completionist like me, then it matters. So for me, you know, it matters. But these Cult of Hermes, because of certain items that didn't drop really well in the base game, they drop those rare items at a fair frequency. Things like Aconite, which I happen to already get once during one of my streams.
Fine. I will run ahead. You catch up.
Alright, there's the bodies. I did not mean to fast travel. Let's go back. I do not want to abort the mission. Ambergris. You guys know what that is? Ambergris is whale vomit. And from that time and even until today, it is a relatively common ingredient in perfumes. As is castoreum, which is quite pleasantly... Oh, there's an aconite seed. They spawn those rare items. Anyway, castoreum, which you get a lot of in AC3, is anal gland secretions from beavers. Yep, super pleasant. What's our full sync on this one? Do not drop below 4 health squares. That is easy. Look at all that health we've got. Anyway, I'll just upgrade this while I'm here. I know I did do a lot of upgrades during the main game, but now I'm working on building up my empire, trying to finish things up before, you know... Oh, wait, I'd rather not do that. So yeah, as I can, I'm gonna grab upgrades and stuff. Which is usually what I like to do as I play the game, but since I was streaming the main game, I did not. Now I'm just probably slightly less considerate of you guys, which is probably not the best call. I'll just get this one and the doctor, then we'll head on the road. I haven't picked up the maps down here. Ooh, I should pick up the maps down here. Maybe buy some of the art while we're right here. Treasure maps, Antico treasures, more Antico treasures, more Antico treasures, all the feathers, or the Antico flags. Let's get the Antico flags. Alright, no more money for paintings, relatively little money for upgrades, which is probably a good thing. It'll keep me from doing too many. Leeches! Yay. Alright, yeah, tunnel's right down here. Tunnel cuts back here for this chest. And that other chest back there's also in a tunnel. Or maybe it's just in this ruined house back here. Ah, there it is. Alright. Horsey, get over here. Looks like he might be stuck. Oh, yeah. That's what he got for following me all the way down there. Okay. So I had to recruit a bunch of new assassins today. If you were watching the stream yesterday, or if you watch it later on YouTube. I haven't put it up yet because, well, I forgot, quite frankly. If you watch yesterday's stream, you'll notice that when I'm in the Colosseum during Sequence 8, I had like 5 assassins die. It was quite embarrassing to come back today and say, wow, no guild. You know, basically the premise of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is you're building up this guild in Rome to take on the Borgia. And you know, like, all of them died. Like, every last one of them died, and so I have to rebuild the Brotherhood again. Alright, guys, let's fight. Really? Come on, guys. Oh, hello. You wanna play that way?
Was it worth dying for, idiot?
What? That Aerostorm completely missed everyone. Alright, let's get rid of you. Oh, it got those 2 guys behind me. I guess that's somewhat helpful, but it's not really what I wanted it to do. I wanted it, you know, to get the people I could see. That's usually what it does. I mean, like, Vlad the Impaler coins, I think you need 7 of for one of the quests. I think that chest up there on the map, straight ahead with me, is the other shrunken head that you need for one of the shop quests. I'll grab that another time, because I think you have to get that from above. You can't climb up to it, if I remember right. Oh, that's not my horse. Oh my gosh! Did you guys see that? My horse was totally eating that guy. Evil horse. I'll have to clip that. Let's jump off again. Let's stick to our sword. Oh, don't use the throwing knife. Okay, good. Okay. I was trying to shoot that guy on the horse. Not sure what I shot there. This gun reloads so fast in this game compared to AC2.
Bella Madonna, I want no part of this. We'll get caught in the middle.
Like I said, you always loot the Cult of Hermes. Unless there's a horse standing right over them, because then you can't, because then you just mount the horse. Oh, I even tried to get that one, which I thought was far enough away. There we go.
Just leave me alone.
That one right there, I don't think I'll be able to get to. Yeah, not without getting either a hijack or a mount prompt. Alright.
Yeah.
Realize there is a war going on. Mancano dei fiorini. Di che ne hai fatto? Siamo le guardie. carve people. I have scores of new works from exciting young artists. You may not know the names now, but you will. Hurry before the incoming snare.
His honorable surrender makes meeting his demand equally honorable.
These strangers do not quit.
Disciples wearing similar robes appeared once before. They sought an object I had in my possession.
You mean the piece of Eden?
Leonardo told you?
Tells me everything.
I fear his indiscretion has cost us greatly. We must warn him.
Say no more. I know the best route home. I take it every morning after the taverns close. Follow me.
To members of the Guild of Architects. The architects...
This is kind of an awkward mission in that it's not really an escort
I'm
mission,
going
it's more of
around.
just like a follow mission
Shall we just...
with just some really oddly juxtaposed, I cannot say that word, juxtaposed social stealth just added in. Oh no, look, there's
How about some fun
guys
on the
around the corner.
rooftops?
Don't dare go around
Leonardo
the
told
corner.
me that he had discovered something important.
He's been exploring a hidden catacomb for years now. I think he came to Roma to find it. You have no idea what he is like. He works on this all the time. He never takes me out. And he's so cheap. I have to beg him for money.
He actually gives coins to you?
More or less. What he does not know will not hurt him. Allora, you're from Firenze. Tell me more. Fine. I will use my imagination.
Countdown track from this soundtrack is just incredible. I've said it before, but every time it plays, I'm just amazed. It's incredibly
It
tense.
is too early in the day for fighting. Follow me.
Leonardo discovered
the
something in
entrance
the
to a
catacombs?
Something he read about in his books. I've not seen him that excited in years.
Did he say anything else?
That the temple contains the perfect number. Something discovered by some scholar from Grecia.
Pythagoras.
Get them! Taste my flame! Try this on for size! Attack! You want to get back quickly? Avoid their swords!
Knowing Leonardo, I suppose he spoke of his discovery to whomever would listen. Did you notice any robed men around him?
Why would I spend my time at the workshop when I can go out and have fun? Ask the master himself when we get there.
To all residents and visitors to Roma, please watch for falling masonry. Reminder! Do not drink the waters of the Tevere south of Marcio. The recent outbreak of syphilis has been linked to this ill-advised practice.
I was saying that syphilis was linked to drinking waters from the Tiber. I don't think that's how it works, guys.
Hey, have you not told me?
Maestro!
They took him.
No! He must be here!
The temple he discovered. Where is it?
Leonardo!
Salai, if you want to save him, tell me where the temple is.
I do not know.
Cazzo.
Ezio. Something is written on the floor.
What does it say?
I cannot read. Leonardo promised to teach me, but now...
Villa. Paintings. He wants us to examine art?
I remember when Leonardo lived at your villa, he was researching the location of the catacombs.
Several of his paintings hung in the gallery there. What do they have to do with the temple?
Perhaps the pages of his research are hidden in one of the frames.
The paintings are gone. They all burned in the attack.
No, they did not. Only Leda and St. John, the Borgia, took the rest.
6 paintings.
5. I told the art merchant that Portrait of a Lady was by Leonardo. I needed the money for a doublet. Of course, now it has gone out of fashion.
Who has the paintings now?
Lucrezia Borgia, in her husband's palazzo outside Ferrara.
Then it is time I took back what was stolen.
Please, be civilized.
All right. Time to start working on recovering the paintings. For that, we need to go first find Lucrezia at her villa.
Please, God, let me live!
There are few things cures at the hot springs of Valentino. A recent increase in temperature.
It's a French lethargy. Make for the chance. Forza! No! No! Always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Whatever this is about, leave me out of it, please! Please, God, let me live!
Okay,
You know what to do.
So I just thought maybe I'd grab a little bit of progress towards some challenges while we're here. So when it comes to the guild challenges, right? For the... Ah, there we go. Nice. For the thieves and the mercenaries, you can do... You can just hire one group of thieves or one group of mercenaries and have it last at least most of the way through. Have it sending them to a group of guards 10 times by, just using your assassins or yourself to kill that group of guards before they can get killed or whatever.
Criminal in the morning. Let go.
But when it comes to the courtesans, they're almost like a consumable. Oh, that sounds awful. Oh gosh, how did he get his horse back here? Once you use them, the group is... Oh man. The group is gone. They're no longer hired by you. Come on, grab him. Come on, Ezio. I guess I pushed B too many times. Okay. Get another arrow storm in. There we go. Alright. He was using my horse. What a meanie. Arrow storm's complete. Alright. So anyway, like what I tend to do is when you're renovating guild houses, like, you know, I can renovate them 1 or 3 ways. I always go courtesans early on. That way, anytime I see anytime I see a group of courtesans, if I have money, I'll hire them and find a guard to send them after until I get that challenge. Because really, you can just spend the 150 or the 75 florins once with the other groups, and just knock that challenge out in one go by going after 10 different groups. I was talking about, I think it was earlier in the stream for this game, or maybe when I was streaming AC2. I was talking about this mission. I'll talk about it in a minute.
Hardly. I raced across the grounds at breakneck speed for fear of a knife in my back.
I do not understand, Duquesa. Who is trying to kill you?
My father kept them at bay, kept me safe. Now they chase after me. They want my head.
But, Senora...
The countryside was supposed to be serene. Death follows me even here. Increase the patrols and warn me of any intruders. No one is allowed in the palazzo but my husband's private guard.
You heard the Duquesa! Sound the alarm if an intruder is spotted!
Poor Alfonso. His wife has gone mad.
So anyhow, earlier in this stream series, I was talking about this mission in the context of the of all the linear missions, you know, the tomb missions and the other one-offs, kind of like this one, or even in the war machines, and how I just think this is just one of my favorite missions. I think the setting is just beautiful. I think that you've got some fun opportunities here. You know, you're not supposed to get detected in this one. You're really not supposed to kill anybody at any time. Or is it not kill anyone or not? Don't get detected. Do not kill anyone. So later on we do get detected, I believe. Yeah, after talking to Lucrezia. Just that it's very fun optional constraint because the level design in this one is actually very tight. You know, it's very stealth oriented and it gives you a lot of opportunities. I'm not saying it's even very difficult, but it's fun. I mean, you've got these beams above a stable that you can move from point to point, and then here we come into these storerooms. You got these shelves full of casks. You know, and it's not difficult stealth. It's not even very rewarding stealth, but it's cinematically entertaining. So here's the thing: it's not difficult to avoid detection in this mission.
I am supposed to shine the Duquesa's shoes.
No one is allowed in the palazzo.
Is she going to shine her own shoes then?
What the Duquesa does
Like it is in some of the earlier missions that take place in Castello Sant'Angelo, for instance. But while it's not very difficult, it is quite
As
fun.
long as you are stuck on that side, no one will hear you.
I have had enough.
Stay where you are.
Let me through!
Probably just because it exercises that power fantasy. You know, that feeling in Assassin's Creed, you've kind of always gotten that I'm just right above someone and they have no idea that I'm there, you know? This garden is just quite lovely. The Greco-Roman style statues and these beautiful lattice works. It's something very Italian, but not something that we saw very much of at all in AC2 or this game. I mean, every now and then you'd see something like this, something in the classical style, but not very often.
I heard that Luca has borrowed guards from the Pope himself to watch over his palazzo.
Julius has lent Alfonso several of his guards in return for siding with the Pope against Ravenna.
We shall see how long that
Oh,
Ah! I see him!
That is the spot that I always get detected if I do get detected. I wasn't being very careful, to be fair. And that's the thing, is it is a significantly easier stealth mission than many of the stealth missions in this game.
Lent Alfonso several of his guards in return for siding with the Pope against rebellion.
We shall see how long that alliance lasts.
There we go. Not too bad.
Come to kill me at last, assassino?
Buongiorno, Lucrezia. Or should I say, Duchessa?
A borrowed title bestowed by my husband. Ill-fitting and barely concealing the truth.
You can keep your life. I am here for the art on your walls.
Redecorating, are we?
I count 5 Leonardo da Vinci paintings you have stolen, and I want them returned.
If only it were that easy. My birthplace, my family have been taken from me. You think Ferrara loves me? I am a stranger, a castaway, an orphan. Your paintings are gone, assassino.
I do not believe you.
Frightening, is it not? To have lost so much? Perhaps we can comfort each other.
Perhaps. Where are the paintings?
Sold to Francesco
I love that. So,
and one to someone
because
who
I'm
was
wearing
better.
this skin, and
Patrizio.
it doesn't have an animation for
Spends his
lowering his
time
hood.
in
He lowered his
Vaticano.
hood, but it's still
I
on his
kept
head.
one for myself.
Give it to me.
Ooh, which means atrocious clipping on her
Guards!
face there.
Place Da Vinci's Annunciation in a cart. Leave it outside the walls.
Molto bene. Now, close your eyes.
My husband will soon arrive with his guards, so it is best if you... hurry.
Forgive me, Duchessa.
What for?
No man can heal your pain. You must do so on your own. Say hello to the Duca for me.
Guards! Guards!
So here's what I don't get. I mean, that was like, what, 20 seconds? Between when she said go and put the painting in the cart for him, and when she called for the guards to help. So why did they put the painting in the cart so that you can take it away at the end? I don't know. I mean, maybe they sent to have some servants do it, and it was too late to have it not happen or something. But it just seems weird. I love the pathing in this mission that allows you to just avoid the guards, and that's one of the reasons that I think it's such a good mission to have that optional constraint to not kill anyone. I also love that in that instance when he says, "Oh good, way up in case I fall," he doesn't really stop moving. They're just showing you what's happening. It was a problem. It's a problem in the entire Ezio trilogy. Oh good, a way up in case I fall, that it always takes you out of the free running moment. It doesn't really show you what you're doing, just shows you what you can do in case you do fall. Yeah, always breaks up the puzzling. Anyway, it's a quick mission. It's lots of fun, and it's just about done.
Udite! Udite! To all residents and visitors to Roma.
That is not at all what I meant to do. Yay. If you look closely, it looked like that assassin was probably a descendant of Bayek from Assassin's Creed Origins, and he was able to curve that arrow through the air.
All yours.
Oh, I don't know why I hired those courtesans. I already have that challenge complete. It's mostly out of habit then. Alright, where's my horsey? There's my horsey. What's that one over at the Castello? Next mission.
With the assassin.
Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like. I can't believe those guards didn't detect me as I ran right through them. Usually they're like, hey, you can't do that to me. I guess maybe not when you're on a horse, maybe they're just like, hey. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking wrong. If you're on foot, they'll detect you. If you're on your horse, they don't. I guess I never really made that connection. They're just like, oh, hey, should do something about that guy. Oh, always with the dead ends. Alright, here we are. While I'm here, I think I'll go and kill some papal guards. That reduces the backtracking. There's been plenty of times that I've had to, you know, actually, I might be done with that challenge. Let's double check. I usually try and get that one done before I finish the game, but then there's a mission towards the end of the game that has a lot of papal guards in it. I have killed 18 of 25, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. But this and the one. Oh, they didn't spawn here. Oh yeah, because of this mission. I've had this happen before. Okay. Switch targets there at the last moment. Alright, here we go.
You are here for the painting?
Yes, Patrizio.
Okay, do not use the rooftops during the tail. This is a somewhat ambiguous one. There's sometimes little walls like this one up ahead, this little half wall thing right here. Doesn't even reach up to the top of the story. Sometimes getting on top of a wall like that will count as a ceiling, and sometimes it won't. So I mean, it's best to be very careful and avoid those kinds of things in general. Who is still detecting me? Oh, okay. Get over here so the target doesn't see me. Oh my gosh, that was close.
Get the bastard!
Again, I want to loot this guy.
Attack him! Send him to hell!
Gonna run out of time, but I want to loot at least one. I'm greedy. Wait, I went the wrong way 4 seconds. Let's run. Whoo! That was close.
Trana sent it to me as a present. I want it out of my house.
We will be glad to add it to our collection. As agreed, the master waits at your palazzo to take it off your hands.
She thought I would be pleased with such a gift after she married another man?
The ways of men and women are strange, but Hermes teaches us that through careful study, both may be brought into harmony.
Doubtless. One such as Lucrezia has never crossed your path.
It's for missions like these, they always put extra guys out with boxes. Just so you have opportunities to accidentally attract the attention of the person you're tailing. A lot of people don't want to see tailing missions returning. They haven't been as big a thing, I want to say since after Black Flag. I guess here's the big... Ooh! I got 2 civilians. Oh my gosh. Ezio, what were you thinking? I don't know how I got 2 civilians with that knife throw, and only one of the guards. Run, 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 run. Okay. Anyhow, on the forums today, we were all talking about social stealth and whether it should remain. And the forums drive me crazy because I always feel this is the weirdest thing in the world. Like Reddit, the Assassin's Creed Reddit is way more positive and upbeat and easygoing than these AC forums, which I think are incredibly toxic. And the devs have even brought this up. I mean, Ashraf mentioned it in a recent interview, just how toxic the AC forums can get. And it's why I took a couple years off recently. After Syndicate, kind of. Like, leading up to Syndicate, I didn't really post anything. And took a couple years off and only recently started posting again. Kind of regret posting, but, you know, again, some things to talk about anyway. But it's like these people like hate Assassin's Creed, like really hate it. It's not constructive criticism that they're giving. They like tear the games to bits, you know? Okay. And they want like everything gone that makes Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed. They just want it to be generic like every other game. It's things like the modern day and the first civilization. Yeah, I get there aren't a lot of games out there that have like historical fiction settings. So Assassin's Creed would still be unique-ish, but it wouldn't be Assassin's Creed without the modern day, the first civilization. You know, there are a lot of stealth games out there. There are not social stealth games. And Assassin's Creed, I worry, will no longer really be the same with the removal of social stealth, which Ashraf has said will not be in Assassin's Creed Origins, which greatly saddens me. This is the wall I've talked about. I think getting on top of that one right there counts as a rooftop, which is incredibly messed up, and I've failed the full sync by getting up there before. Alright, here we go. We are almost to the end target, I believe. There it is. Anyway, people are saying, okay, there's this thread with some people saying, oh, social stealth is getting removed, it's sad day, all that stuff. And then some people are like, oh, glad to see it go, it was never perfected. Well, yeah,
of course.
Why can't we just ask for it to be
that
better?
Woman used false passion to seduce me.
Rather than ask
the
it to be
error lies
removed.
in her Spanish blood. I know it.
Such untruths
That's
we so
racist.
casually utter based on little more than a name. These countries, these groups make such easy targets for the lazy and ignorant.
You should tell her that, the high and mighty Duquesa. Putana! I have changed my mind. That painting does not deserve to belong to anyone.
I don't think that
Take
knife
the
was long
painting
enough
and
to stick
examine
that
it
far
for
out of his
clues.
chest.
Be careful. Human hands aided by a fierce intelligence made that. Treat it with respect. Go.
Now, why would anyone in their right mind...
So anyway, what I was saying is how... Oh gosh, if I could get this guy before he gets up there, that'd be great. I can't lock onto him. Yeah! Alright, got him before he got to the rooftops. What I was saying is that if you remove social stealth from Assassin's Creed, I mean, it is one of the uniquely Assassin's Creed kind of things, you know? And if you just resort to environmental stealth, you know, crouching, staying to shadows, or staying in cover, then it's just like every other action-adventure stealth game, you know? Just like if you take away the first civilization and the conspiracy theories and the modern day, it's just like any other historically set game. Instead of being, well, I consider it a masterpiece, that it is, you know. I think that so many people just have been so critical of the wrong things in Assassin's Creed. There are things to be critical of. and there's a way to be critical of them, but not the way really that people are going about it, you know. And it always makes me confused, let's say, when I'm on the AC forums and I see these people with like way more posts than me. I only have like 800 posts in like the 8 years that I've been a member on the AC forums, okay? So that's like 100 posts a year. On average, I guess that's one post every 3-ish days. Not really. Most of that was concentrated leading up to Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed 4. Or Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, rather. So I'm not a super active poster on these forums. I lurk on them a lot. But there are guys who have like 12,000 posts or even like 3,000 posts, you know, which is way more active than I am, who are just super harsh towards the series, towards the modern day, towards social stealth, towards just all these aspects that are the core of what makes Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed. And I look at these posters and I say to myself, well, you know what? I'm gonna No True Scotsman these people. And I know that people treat No True Scotsman like it's fallacy, but the fallacy is based around the idea that we can't, that there are no real identities, that a Scotsman is undefinable. Oh, that's not true. There are certain cultural traits and you know, bloodlines and history and things that define what a Scotsman is. You know, and I wouldn't say there's an arbitrary cutoff point where you could say that, where there's no true Scotsman. Just like I don't think there's really an arbitrary point where you could say, oh man, this guy doesn't like the modern day, he's not an AC fan. This guy, he doesn't like First Civilization, he's not a real Assassin's Creed fan. Or this girl hates social stuff, she's not an Assassin's Creed fan. You know, there's not really any one cutoff point, but this vitriol, this negativity, this toxicity that I see on the forums just makes me say, what are you doing with your time that you want to devote all this time to posting about something that you obviously despise?
Buongiorno. Is this the home of Francesco Colonna?
It was. But now the banks own everything. We have lost it all.
Even the Da Vinci paintings.
A lesser part of Signore's collection.
I have an interest in them nonetheless.
The 3 paintings were put up for auction and purchased by a merchant of Firenze. He prepares to set sail from the harbor immediately.
Grazie mille.
You know, you even see this with Assassin's Creed YouTubers, which, I mean, I know I'm an Assassin's Creed YouTuber. I'm not a big-time Assassin's Creed YouTuber. I don't post a lot. I'm not going to mention anybody specific. I don't want to start a YouTube war. And I do think that generally, even these guys that I think these things about are really great guys and really great YouTubers, and I do think that they love Assassin's Creed, but some of the things that they say about Assassin's Creed make it seem just so much like, wow, man, how can you devote this much of your life to something you feel this negatively towards, you know? There are lots of great AC channels out there. There's AC videos. I'm not sponsored by anybody, first of all, I'll say that. AC videos and AC conspiracies and Loomer. Everybody knows Loomer, he's fantastic. And there's, I thought I had some money. There's like AC Universe, the French channel. It gets translated, a lot of their videos get translated in English. Great channels, great content, almost universally positive. Even Loomer, who doesn't get a lot into opinion or anything, tends to be mostly positive. I probably want to be up high for this one, right? I don't remember exactly which. Oh, this is the one on the ship, isn't it? I don't want to be up high. Oh, no. It starts, ha 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 ha, with a fantastic little cameo. Okay. I'll just wrap up on that point and say, people like things and people don't like things. And sometimes you like something, and sometimes you want to like something, you know, whatever, but it just seems odd to me to devote so much of your time and your passion and your energy when you clearly don't like something. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way I am.
Ezio Auditore. Come back down to the harbor when I return to Roma. I will show you the inside of my ship. Living in this third-rate city instead of beautiful Firenze? How low you have sunk.
Duccio, we are not children anymore.
Look around. I have help this time, and you are all alone.
I am warned.
Did you guys see that short guy on
We
the
are
left,
only
his eyebrows?
talking,
Oh man, that was hilarious.
I see this place has worked its magic on your sister. She did not want to open her legs in Firenze, but now she is the Madame of Roma. Cazzo! Why are you just standing there? Hit him! You can hit me, but that does not mean Firenze will take you back.
I'm actually going
Basta con te!
managing a massive restoration. Yeah, right.
Dirty Roman!
After they streamlined the combat from AC2 to ACB, I feel like they really didn't bother to do so with the fist-fighting combat. I feel like it's slightly better than AC2, but it's not streamlined the way the rest of the combat is. It's just, you know, everything else seems so fast and aggressive, you know, where you don't have to wait around and counter all day. And you don't have to work up a combo on each person before doing a takedown. Then the fist combat, right back to the way it was in AC2. Come on, man.
Get him!
I think that lady had Rebecca's hair. Does not seem very 16th century Italy to me. Ouch! Dropped my guard right in time to get punched by that guy.
You are going to shut your mouth and give me what I want. The 3 Da Vinci paintings.
One is on the boat. The other 2 were sold to a cardinal. He is displaying them for high-ranking members of the church.
How do I get in?
How should I know? Go ask your whore of a sister. I am sure she has slept with a couple of cardinals. Ah!
It's always fun to beat up Duccio. I remember, leading up to Assassin's Creed Revelations, there was an interview with Alexander Amancio. I don't know if that's how his name is pronounced. Where he talks, that's my son saying Amancio? In the same way I'd say Ezio. Anyway, dang it. And if you don't know, Alexander Amancio was the creative director over both Assassin's Creed Revelations
And the teachings of
and
Hermes will be known to all men.
Assassin's Creed Unity. And while this is the nice part right here. Do not be detected by the robed disciples, who mostly show up right here on the boat. The biggest thing you've got to do, right, is... Come on, I got the darts. Why won't it let me shoot my darts? There, well, now it will, and I'm not locked on anything. Wouldn't when I was locked on. Anyway, what's convenient about that is you can just send your assassins in, and they'll take care of everything. As usual, we always loot these guys, because their loot is just too good to pass up. Ooh, and third Aconite, I believe. Anyway, I was talking about Alexander Mancio, and leading up to the release of Assassin's Creed Revelations, he was in an interview, and the interviewer asked if there were any characters from the previous two games who would show up in Constantinople. I mean, because you have a huge portion of the cast from AC2 that shows up in Brotherhood. I mean, a very large portion of even the speaking roles in general in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood are from AC2. And so people were wondering, hey, is anybody going to show up? You know, a lot of people are like, oh, is Leonardo going to show up? And, you know, historically, everybody's like, no, he goes to France at that point. And so people were like, oh, is anybody going to show up? Is anybody going to be there? And Alexander Mancio said there'd be one person that would show up. And I remember how happy I was when I found out that that one person would be Duccio. And no matter where he went, no matter what he did, Ezio would always be there to give that guy a black eye. I especially appreciate it because he shows up not only in a cutscene, but as a randomized world event. It's not randomized, it shows up in like one specific spot, but you know, you'll just be wandering around and free roaming when the game will say, hey, there's something going on here, there's like a target. Why don't you go and check it out? And you go there, and there's just Duccio wandering around drunk. And you can just go and knock him out.
A real modern Romolo.
There's so much good content in this game. I'm thinking that maybe after we finish off the Da Vinci Disappearance, we will try and do the Christina missions, but I'm not sure what the thresholds are to have those unlocked. So I think I might wait until I have everything else 100% synced and then do, yeah. And then I'll do one final stream for the Christina missions at that point in time. Oh, jumped right over that. Just because I think the Christina missions are a wonderful and important even part of the story. I also think that they are the highlight of when transmedia was most important in the series. Transmedia, if you don't know, refers to media that goes beyond the initial media form. And in the Assassin's Creed brand specifically, that refers to books, comic books, movies that are part of the canon of Assassin's Creed, but are not part of the core series. And there's a lot of it. There's so much that I've kind of given up keeping track of it, because sometimes it's interesting and important, and sometimes it gets just disregarded by the series. A lot of people look at Daniel Cross from AC3 and say, hey, he's the biggest influence from transmedia. to come into the Assassin's Creed games, because that character was invented in the fall comic books. He's an interesting, important part. I wish that they'd given some more context to who and what Daniel Cross really is, and why his story is important to the overall Assassin's Creed story, but they didn't. But when we talk about the transmedia stuff actually coming into the games, I think the single biggest instance of that is actually the Christina missions in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood right here. They are essentially excerpts from Oliver Bowden's Assassin's Creed Renaissance novel, which at times was very poorly written. I shouldn't say that. I'm a snob. I didn't think that they were the best novels in the world.
Have you ladies heard of an art viewing somewhere in the city?
But the highlights of Assassin's Creed Renaissance specifically were the Christina missions, in which Ezio's character was built up more, Christina's character was built up more, and everyone just grew as a character in ways that didn't happen elsewhere, especially in Assassin's Creed Renaissance.
There is a viewing at the Castel Sant'Angelo later today. You will need an invitation. Fortunately, I know where you can procure one. It will give you access to the lower floors. Only cardinals are allowed higher.
I knew I could count on you.
Si. Some of my girls will accompany you. Buona fortuna, and don't get caught.
Alright, I want to apologize for that long pause there. I received a phone call from my doctor, and I thought I'd, take that instead of being rude and screaming it. That's part and parcel of live streaming, but I do apologize for it. Alright. This mission, we're quite fortunate, because a glitch did not happen. Now, I don't remember. This is my second playthrough, by the way, of the Ezio collection on Xbox One. And I don't recall whether or not this glitch occurred on my last playthrough, but quite frequently on the Xbox 360 version of the Da Vinci Disappearance DLC, there would be a glitch during this mission specifically, where a large portion of the map would be fogged again. So you couldn't see it, you couldn't plan your routes, you couldn't have any of the help that your minimap provides. And it was quite infuriating. but as you can see, that did not happen this time. This is at least one of the more difficult missions to full sync in the Vinci Disappearance. It involves some pretty specific pathing to get done right, and I think I can manage it. Smoke bombs help. I'm trying to remember. I want to come at them from behind, jump down off the wall. I think that's what I want to do. Anyway, hopefully I can do this without any dead bodies being discovered. Without being detected. Don't let them discover any dead bodies. If you're detected, you fail the mission. If they see any dead bodies, you fail the full sync. It's kind of an interesting combination. So the point really is to get to those two guards right there. Air assassinate them off that wall, if you can. Ugh. Did I discover an easier way of doing it? I'm trying to remember if this way is easier or not. Let's see, where is that wall? Right here, right? If I go in there, that guy's gonna discover me. Alright, this is definitely the fastest way to get this done. Traditionally, I've had a very complicated method for getting in there undiscovered, but apparently all you have to do is hop over that wall when no one's watching. I wish that I discovered that before. Could have saved me a lot of frustration in the past. Oh gosh. This is, I think, one of the more difficult chases in the Ezio trilogy. In that you can actually fail it. He can actually get away from you. And it's right here that he usually manages to. Right at the bridge.
Got it.
There we go. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, loot the cultists. And then escape the area. Alright, and then the next one is what? No ranged weapons, I want to say. Which can be quite difficult, if I recall. It's not super difficult, it just... I do remember failing it a few times due to my own stupidity.
Come with me. Once we get inside, I will mark the paintings for you to steal. Bring them to Leonardo's workshop. Capito?
Invitation?
Here.
Oh my.
The guards
Come
in
back
these
soon.
games are almost a caricature. Oh look! A woman! I'm super distracted. No ranged weaponry. Okay. That includes thrown weapons, by the way. There was one time I picked up an axe and threw it before I realized that it would cause me to fail the full sync. Alright. I end up using a lot of poison in this mission, if I recall. You want to stay off the carpets until you figure out which one you want. You gotta make sure the coast is clear. There's the one we want. When we go for it. What, 3 guards? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 guards. Alright, they're not really on a patrol or anything. Let's poison this guy and see if that distracts everybody else. Everyone's looking that way, so let's... Oh, not everyone. Not this guy. Isn't this guy? Oh, that got me detected! Ah! I gotta be more patient than that. It's difficult to be patient when you know people could be watching. But it's all the more reason to be patient because I don't want to fail in front of all of you. Oh, it's not the same painting. I've never realized that. I think that the location of the painting might be random. Yeah, it's at this first set this time.
How dare you?
Might be.
I have not seen an Annunciation from this angle before.
If I can get behind these guys.
The light of God is not properly expressed. It does not move me.
You are truly stuck in your...
Oh, poop. That was not double. Alright. So maybe it's not the full sync on this mission, but this mission itself that gives me a hard time. Oh my gosh, really? Well, it didn't get detected, so that's good. I was trying to do a double there. Is this the one out? No, that's not the one. There's the one we want. Okay. Okay, I think we can get this.
What are you doing?
Nope, 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 nope.
Non toccate i dipinti.
Nope.
Get to know you much better. An encounter you would be wise to avoid.
Alright, now I think we can get it. Well, yeah, everyone around us is poisoned.
I'm not good. Position of the arms is all wrong.
Alright. I think that's at least one of the more annoying parts of this mission.
The upper floors are now open to the cardinals who wish to see additional expressions of devotion.
I shouldn't say annoying. I should say difficult. I don't want to turn into those... I don't want to have criticized people for being overcritical of Assassin's Creed and then fall into the same trap myself by constantly ridiculing or criticizing. I love this. I don't want to be a fanboy of this either, you know? Like, I do really love Assassin's Creed. But that's not always my focus, unfortunately. Where's this guy gonna go? Just want him just out of sight of those guards at the end of the hallway. Alright, and up the wall right here. This is where Ezio tosses Caterina into the haystack. As I pointed out in the earlier stream, one of my favorite moments with Ezio in general. This is the axe. The axe that I've sometimes picked up because I didn't want to be detected, but it looks like getting detected at this point doesn't cause you to fail. Let's just pick it up and use it to fight. See what happens if we get in an actual fight. Or just put it in this guy's back. Yeah. Oh, nope. Oh! Just gives you a bit of a grace period, it seems like. You can get detected for a second, but you gotta finish him before a fight really starts. Which is, I guess, slightly easier than the missions in the main game. I should have checked to see if detecting would have gotten a failure. I don't know how I would have learned that. Poison you. Nope, 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 nope. Here we go. just walk right past that guy. I think we've only got one room left. This is a room I complained about during the main game, the mission that takes place here. I find the stealth and the angles to just be weird and awkward in general. But I think they're even worse in this DLC. Where we're not allowed to use ranged weapons. Which means just a lot of consciously using like the hidden blade and stuff, you know? Is there just the one gunman up here? Kinda looks like it. Alright, not as bad as I made it out to be. Alright. Oh. That stopped me from climbing. Wouldn't let me side eject properly. Uh-oh. Need to get away. Got no... Whew. Got no parachutes, so that's exciting. Alright, and... I want to go south, right? Does that let us out the front gate? That lets us out the front gate, doesn't it? No! No, it doesn't. Why do I not remember the proper way to escape from this mission? I mean, obviously I need to escape the castle grounds, but, you know, there's usually a streamlined...
Two of the paintings are missing!
Way.
Be on the lookout for a
Don't
thief!
use ranged weapons. Don't get caught. I was so tempted, you know, when that guy started detecting me to pull out my crossbow. That would not have been the right choice. Here's the front door. Now we can leave. Let's go get these papal guards.
Time for a little less!
Alright. So we've got the paintings, now we just need to go decrypt the paintings. Ugh. I sound so negative. But I'm so bad at decrypting the paintings, and it's so stressful. That's all it is, it's stressful. It's wonderful, but it's stressful to decrypt the paintings with that 5-minute time limit for the full sync. And I'm never really good at it, and I get it. But it's so close every time, you know? I have to take a test today at work. The 3-hour time limit, and man, it was stressful. And it was the kind of test where you're... It's almost like a time limit. It's almost like a project with a time limit rather than a proper test, you know? And something went wrong with the project early on that wasn't my fault. And it made it so I couldn't do the rest of the test. And had to have somebody reset the server, right? And what that meant was that I lost the first 2 hours of the test taking period waiting for someone to reset the test. So, I'm gonna have to retake that. But that's kind of how I feel about time limits in full sync requirements. It's just, that pressure. It's stressful, and it can be good stress, you know. Oof, that was a close shot. But it's still stressful, you know. Where could he be? Guess I'll give up. Oh, not yet. There we go. Okay. Alright. So yeah, 5 minutes, right? Hello.
Bizarre. What's the key?
bothers me is the puzzle's missing some pieces, and it's not just the 5 minutes to do the puzzle, it's the 5 minutes you've got to find all of the puzzle pieces,
Have you
then
found anything?
do the puzzle. Oof.
Nothing is there. No pages, nothing.
That cannot be. Something must be special about them. Think.
I'm done thinking. These paintings are a blank slate.
Salai. Doesn't Leonardo conceal his research?
He frequently writes backwards. Ezio, he also experimented with inks, including an ink that vanishes. But we can't see invisible ink. Can we? Ezio, use your gift.
You know about that too?
Alright, 5 minutes to get this one done. Let's zoom. I think there's one on Maria's belly
There are
there.
drawings on the painting.
There's 3 symbols here, right? So,
We were right.
one in front of the angel. Where's the third? On this particular painting, it's always the third one that gives me trouble. It's in the corner somewhere. Ah, here it is. Above Mary's head.
This one has been searched entirely.
There's almost always just like one on each painting. It's like, where on earth could it be? 2 clues. They're almost always in like places of sort of like importance in the painting. Why can I find nothing? Okay, up by the aqueducts.
One drawing here.
Why can I not find anything in this painting? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fail because I can't find this symbol. I don't want to search this way, but I'm doing it. You know, I like to search by looking at prominent or important things in the painting. That's where most of them are, but suddenly I just can't find this one. I mean, I've searched almost the entire painting. Where is it? Oh my gosh, where can it be? And see, whoever's watching this, you guys have probably just seen me pass right over it without even noticing it. This is how I fail. As Yoda would say. Oh, oh my gosh, there it is, right there. Okay.
There were 2 in these one as well.
Right next to baby Jesus' hand. 2 in this one, 1 on his chest, and then 1 up here. Isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, it's in front of the lion's mouth. Okay.
Everything found.
This one, there's one on her hand, I know that.
I
There's
found
one over here. Somewhere. There. By her face. Okay.
I found 2 drawings.
Good thing these ones have been so quick to make up for how bad I was on the third one. Or was it the second one that was so bad?
Got one.
This one's gotta be... There we go.
You have finished with that one, I see.
I have found all the images. They seem to fit together.
Draw them already.
Bring me paper and ink.
So, for it to make sense for him to have hidden these in these paintings, it would mean that Da Vinci has known the location of this crypt for years. You know?
Is that the map? Show me the
That part seems weird to me.
I must first position its pieces.
Wait.
How much time do we have left? 2:18, less than half
What
the
about
time.
the burned paintings?
Does the time proceed during the cutscenes? It does not. That's fortunate.
It's likely the missing parts will not be needed.
Care to bet on that?
No.
Okay, prepare to be amazed and astounded at how bad I am at this. I will... Just put that there for somewhere for now, you know. That is Parthenon, is it not? The script is written that way. You just go somewhere over there. Let's find the other part of the Parthenon. Okay, that looks right to me. North being north. I have no idea where that one goes for now. I wonder, do I have this all turned around? Does this corner go down here? I swear I've done exactly that same mistake before. And I think that is indeed how it goes. Yeah, because now the script is upright. So this one's got to go somewhere up here, right? This one will go in between. And this one... It's somewhere in this dense part of the city, right? It's not there. This one's going to be, I think, right here. And then this one... Here! Oh! Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Got it with 20 seconds remaining. Awesome.
Here, the entrance to the catacombs.
Go. Bring him back to me.
Hang on, old friend. I am coming.
Oh! Quite mount the horse there.
Here! Hey! Hey! Here!
You may have noticed I've been working on my arrow storms every time that I pass guards with with those tokens full. Again, I'm just kind of working on those challenges as I go. Not too much so as to not, you know, intrude on the stream. Alright, this is the final mission we're going into for the Da Vinci Disappearance. Wrap up the stream after this. Like I said, I will come back and stream once I've 100%ed everything else in the game. I will do the Christina missions in a final Brotherhood stream, but I'll probably be deep into Revelations, maybe even AC3 by that point in time. So, we'll see. Maybe later tonight I'll start the Revelations stream. We'll see how it goes. After I finish this stream, I'm going to go back and finish off AC2's side content. So I don't get stacked in too many games that I need to finish up. Alright, what's the full sync? Do not lose any health squares. Most of that means don't fall, but then there is one fight. Wait, was that a chest I heard? It was. There is one fight at the end of the mission, which means just don't get hit during that fight. It'd be handy if I had some assassins in these caves with me, but you know I don't. I can only take them on not so handy places. Into only not so handy places. Pardon my grammar. Did I see a chest during that aerial shot? Come on, Ezio, climb that. Is there a chest like somewhere back there? There is! Let's open that. I mean, these are one-time chests. I guess you could, you know, open them during replays, but I'd rather not do a replay of a mission just to get a chest. And I won't for the, like, the tombs and stuff that I've already got full sync. I'm not going to bother going back to replay them just to get the chests that I missed, you know, for the ones like the 8-minute time limit. I don't think we failed any of those ones. I think we managed to get all 3 flags in each of those and get full sync. So I'm not going to bother with any of those chests if I don't have to.
Tell me where the entrance is.
Because in this game, at least, the tomb chests are not required for full sync. In Revelations, they are, but they put the chests in generally easier to reach locations in Revelations. You know, like such as being like right at the very end of the mission or whatever. Not really out of your way. Yeah, up and around this way. Oh, the other spot. It's easy to lose hearts. Or no, hearts. It's like it's Zelda. The other spot that it's easy to lose health squares in this mission is during the parkour puzzles that are kind of like the last half of this mission. If you miss a jump, kind of screwed. You have to replay all the missions. Right, here comes the fight. Let's use my sword. No. Let's use the dagger. Try and get some kill streaks going so that we can get some double kills. Makes it just a little bit easier.
Who arrested Cesare Borgia, who stopped the spread of Roman ignorance, convince our friend Leonardo to open the temple and usher in the golden age of mankind.
Should I persuade our friend by kicking him? Or would you rather I used my knife?
On the contrary, there is nothing I would like more than an amiable solution. Help Leonardo see reason. With the Pythagorean Unifier, we will remake humanity together.
Not under my creed.
Then the revolution will begin without you. Ucciderlo!
Don't let him get away! At him!
Leonardo,
Why can't I draw a weapon? Why can't I draw a weapon? I was experiencing a glitch, I promise, guys. There goes my full sync, though.
Please, for the future of mankind! Tell me!
This guy looks like he's stuck in a corner.
Go! Stop him!
Very foolish.
Stay away from me, assassino! We are all the same underneath! You... an assassin? The enemy of knowledge?
One must choose to search for truth. Forcing it on others accomplishes little.
These lost people... warring kingdoms... I would have ended their suffering.
Che tu possa conoscere la verità nella morte. Requiescat in pace. Come, let us leave this place.
We cannot, Ezio. Not without reaching the final room of the temple.
You are hurt.
I will be fine. If that number is left intact, we risk another madman discovering it. Coming.
Take that torch. I will lead the way.
So here's the thing, I feel like that mission I just did and this next one should have been separate missions almost. Like leading missions for sure, but separate ones.
Thank goodness I sent Massimo to look for my paintings. It delayed their progress significantly.
And there's a couple chests in here. Again, if you're short on valuable resources for the shop quests, chests during these missions in the specific locations, so like right here, right? And looting hermetic cultists.
The Pythagoreans believe that
really
the
help to
soul
get
moves
those
through
items
cracks
that are
in the
difficult to
earth.
find.
Like a beam of light, it ignites fire, which symbolizes knowledge.
So it's not this room that I usually fail on. It's not like I often fail. And it's too late because I've already failed, but I often fail on... Or, not, I just said I don't often fail. But if I fail in this mission, it's usually in the second or third of these puzzle chambers. But today I managed to fail it by just simply not being able to draw my weapon.
Now I can get back up here.
You are almost there!
Easy for you to say.
We must continue onward! I suppose Salah is out having fun spending my hard-earned florins.
He is safe at home.
I am relieved. About the florins, of course.
You do not need to lie to me. Salai fits you. I approve.
This room could use some light. Do you hear that? The sound of wind. The Pythagoreans believed all the forces of nature could be whittled down to numbers. Mathematica can then act on nature, allowing man to harness nature's power.
It's interesting that for this tune they chose a track in the Assassin's Creed 1 soundtrack, one that's also in certain scenes in AC2. But those scenes in AC2, or that scene anyway, is the one in which you're playing as Altair anyway. I mean, from AC1 through Brotherhood, almost all of the music, I believe, maybe if not all of it, was composed by Jesper Kyd. It wasn't until Revelations that they brought on Lorne Balfe to work. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Lorne Balfe or Balfe or whatever. To work with Jesper Kyd. He composed one of my favorite pieces from this series, the Assassin's Creed Revelations theme, which is just hauntingly and mysteriously beautiful. I love that theme. Oh my gosh! Oof. See, that would have been one of those instances, much like in, as I was saying, in the second room, in which I could have taken damage and failed the mission, but I did not take any damage. It's too bad. I took it in the fight earlier. I have no idea what Ezio's doing. There, see? Took damage. I'm holding in one direction. He's going in another. So, you know, I spent years saying to all those people that complain about the characters not going where you want them to, or just making stuff up. Maybe it's just that I wasn't streaming, so there was no one for me to be embarrassed. Or, okay, so there's no one watching for me to be embarrassed by, you know, when Ezio didn't do what I said.
Only one final room before we reach the center.
I think the only reason you really take damage in this room is just because they added this pit around the middle that makes everything just low enough for you to take damage. Isn't there a chest in this room as well? It's just the first two staircases. Ah, here we are. I think this one has an aconite, unless that last one does. I don't remember. No, this one's got the aconite. Okay.
How unexpected. Delightful.
A fire of knowledge.
Correct. Harmony was achieved for the Pythagoreans when multiplicity became unity, when many thoughts combined to form one original idea.
Could help if I fall.
Yes. How enlightening.
Very funny.
So on the topic of combat, I really enjoy Brotherhood's combat. People have been saying for years how easy it is. And while I haven't died in combat in this game, I've taken damage a few times. And the extra self-consciousness of being in a stream has made me much more aware of that than I have been in the past. I thought to myself, is it really so easy? Well, yeah, it's not the hardest combat system. But, I don't think it's quite as easy as people make it out to be. Which way am I supposed to go? This way, right? Yeah, then across. Right, and then, yeah, back eject. Okay. I love all those AC1 sounds. And the sync sound in there. This I found disappointing.
But the door is not opening.
It's even funny to me because this exact kind of puzzle made it into later Assassin's Creed games, specifically Rogue. But, you know, the rotating a column to make the patterns line up. It's disappointing me the first time I played it because I thought, you know, as simple a puzzle as it is, that they'd let the players do it. But Ezio just does it himself, and I thought that was very weird. I bet that they wanted to include it, but because of time constraints, they didn't.
Wait. These are the symbols that were shown to me by the Apple of Eden. They are in the wrong order. Let me
Oh no, it looks like Leonardo does it.
If I rearrange these... Done.
I guess it's Leonardo's moment to shine. But that seemed an odd thing to take out of the player's hands. It always reminds me of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm not a big Call of Duty guy. I played the Modern Warfare trilogy, and I played Ghosts. I may play World War 2 because it looks like it might have a good campaign. I'm gonna wait and see on that one though.
No, this architecture.
But it just reminds me, of Modern Warfare 2. If you played that, there's this stealth mission that you do with Soap, or are you Soap? I don't remember Modern Warfare 2. Somebody anyway, and they run ahead of you and do all these stealth kills on guys that are ahead of you. Or get into fights with guys that are ahead of you. And it's cinematic and it's pretty, but it takes it right out of the player's hands.
39, 19, N, 75, 27,
and this clue,
42,
this is the clue that made me think 2011's game would be set in revolutionary America, and when I told people about that, they thought I was crazy.
This is wrong. The number is meaningless.
2011's game wasn't.
You are leaving?
But it was AC3
No mere
that
number
was.
can repair the world. Come, my friend. Help me charter a ship to Navarre. I must finish with Cesare Borgia.
That clue, if you don't know, are latitude and longitude for the location of the Grand Temple,
Well, I have
where
begun
Desmond and
several
crew end up in
Then King
AC3.
Louis XII seems interested in hiring me
Also
as
the
an
same
engineer.
location that Hatham was seeking.
I'm
at the
thinking
beginning
of
that game.
repainting the St. John lost in the Villa Fire. Salai would model for
Location
it again, of course.
in which Juno is
Then
enshrined.
perhaps I will study
The
a
whole reason
woman
that this
with child
exists is
to
because
see how
Juno
her
wants
body
people to get her
changes.
out. She leaves these clues, these breadcrumbs. It's interesting to look at the
more.
clues and breadcrumbs they get left. You can tell, the ones that get left by Minerva are warnings, but she never provides means or methods. And then Juno's like, oh, hey, come and use my way.
We have the
We can
information we needed.
go ahead and
It's
get
too late.
the
The damage is done. He seems to have
temple
entered some
open.
kind
It's
of
great, and
coma.
we can stop the
find
stop
his
the
way out.
cataclysm.
He always has in the past.
You just get me out at the same time.
I've run
Spoilers.
the data through the...
That conversation got cut off early, so I don't feel too bad about talking over it. Alright, that has been the Vinci Disappearance DLC. I'm going to end our stream right here. Play something a little different for now. Eventually I'll come back to Brotherhood to do the Christina missions, but I think in a couple of hours tonight I will start streaming Assassin's Creed Revelations, do a couple of the story sequences there. Anyhow, thank you for those who joined me during the stream. Thank you those who will join later on YouTube. As always, remember, just have fun.